and welcome to Starlight House. I'm Prashant, and this is a weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Pisces. This is a general reading, so may not resonate with everyone, but if it does, there's an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. So Pisces, how are you feeling? October coming to an end. November approaching. Anyone looking forward towards the end of 2020? Yeah, right? Alright. Let's see what we're thinking of. Four of Chalices. Looking forward to create new relationship, emotional stability. What's blocking it? The star energy, believing in self, believing in your own light. Past situations, Emperor energy, institutionalized fears that was blocking you from going ahead and creating new love for yourself, believing in your own light. Mind's ambition, Eight of Swords, yep, going past those fears that were blocking you. See how there's a blindfold on the eye and you're blocked by the swords, so hoping to go past them. So it's over here, Emperor reminds the institutionalized beliefs, the systems set around us that kind of makes us question ourselves and puts the emphasis on the system to let us know that if we are right or wrong, and that kind of takes away our power and gives it to the system, instead of it's like believing itself and then using that own self to create further relationships. Heart's desire, Devil, getting past your own fears, bondage, lack of belief. Future situations, Eight of Coins, achievements coming in that would bring in more self-belief. Keep investing in yourself. Suggested advice or action, Hierophant, connect to the mind and heart, start finding a control over it. Instead of being reactive to other things, bring back control to self. So again, bringing back power from the system to self. Context for this advice or action, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords again point towards own deceptions, own lack of belief. Hopes and fears, Seven of Chalices, and potential outcome, Knight of Wands. So basically creating relationship and abundance for self, finding opportunities where you would thrive, finding opportunities where you would succeed, instead of believing in the system, finding ways and creating those ways by self to create that relationships. And so it would all go back to believing and connecting to your own inner light, connecting to your own star self, finding that confidence, finding that self-love that would allow you to believe in yourself. So Pisces, the reading clearly points towards that in the past you were stuck in fears, in your own deception, in the mental blocks, in the institutionalized beliefs. It's like growing up, all of us were told that only certain professions were allowed and respectable, and we had to pursue those professions. We were forced not to believe in our creative self because those creative self didn't align with the system or what the system needed. As an example, system needed always more engineers, more doctors, more mathematicians. So anything outside that, art, literature, started being considered as irrelevant, something which was very relevant during Renaissance era, where thoughts and expressionism was more prevalent, along with science and imagining the world. but art and literature was still prevalent then, and music was. So that, in general, it seems to be coming back to the world, but over here it's pointing towards those institutionalized beliefs that stopped you from exploring yourself, that stopped you from exploring your own power, your own light, your own star self. Being a star clearly is something about following your own intuitions, following your own guidance, instead of looking at the pattern set by someone else, instead of looking at the path, successful path set by someone else. You follow your own spirit, you define your own goals, you define your own success, you define how you want to feel during that success. Success for someone could be helping other people live a better life. Success for someone could be making a lot of wealth. Where you like, it's your own decision, and you will find it once you align with your own self. You believe in your true self, you generate that self-confidence that got shadowed by the institution. So as an example of an institution, time and again we are being told it's has a both positive and negative effect when we are told to get our work evaluated by someone else. School, college, work, like in profession, wherever it has been, we are being told to get our work evaluated by someone higher up in the hierarchy, in the chain of command. And that kind of creates a lack of validation, lack of self-confidence in self, that creates this inhibition over time and again of the same institution getting enforced on us, where we have to keep getting validated from someone else. Time and again, that would erode, chip away part of your confidence, making you ask yourself more and more questions about expressing yourself, and getting to a point where you completely stop expressing yourself. Stop expressing your feelings, stop expressing how you feel about work or your achievements. So instead of getting stuck in those beliefs, being binded by those, instead of telling yourself that you're not good enough to put your work out there, instead of telling yourself that your work doesn't deserve the kind of respect that it should, instead of telling yourself that your creative art, music doesn't deserve the kind of appreciation and recognition that it should, all of them are setting these nightmares, these blocks inside your head that's stopping you from moving ahead, that's stopping you from growing. You are creating your own devil by living them, by living the false beliefs. Once you let go of those beliefs, you would be able to see past the devil that you have created for yourself. And I'm pointing towards that you have created few, or it's like we create our own devils basically, and then we live them by choosing to believe that those devils, those demons, those monsters exist. It's so funny that we tell the kids that, oh, devils don't exist, but every year we celebrate Halloween to tell them they do exist. But then every day after Halloween or before Halloween, we tell them in the night that they don't exist and it's only inside a head. Or once in a while, you go and check for fun under the bed. But the idea is that when you start believing in them, when you start believing in any fear, when you start believing in any negative thought, then you create that devil and then you live it. Only way to not live it is face it and just let it go. Let go of the emotions behind it. Let go of the bondages, the blindfolds that's set on you. See how in this devil card, the shadow self is on both sides of the devil is completely bondage by these iron chains. Those chains pointing to, and those chains are controlled by nobody. It's basically the devil is free. The devil is just watching the person being stuck in those chains. It's our own creation, it's our own thought process that makes devil a realistic scenario, makes this lack of belief a realistic scenario. We, by believing that we need someone else's validation for our work, for our expressionism, is basically giving our power to the other person and then letting them decide whatever to do with it. and it's in their hand if they would like to abuse it or would like to help you out. But then you're basically putting the choice in the other person's hand. These card point towards that you have invested a lot in yourself, you have developed a lot of skills over years. The achievements are coming along the way. If that's what provides you a lot of the respite from this lack of self-confidence, it's coming your way. But rather than looking over an external input to validate your efforts, to validate your skills, to validate your intellect, find that in yourself. Become your own hierophant, become your own wise leader, someone who is connected to its own mind and heart, someone who holds the keys for their own mind and heart. Connect to that person. Once you do, you would find your own compass, your own true beliefs. You would realize the set of beliefs that no longer make sense to you, and then you would be able to let them go. This bondage, this stuckness in the fears, in the manipulation set by other, would be easier to be released once you connect to your own mind and heart, once you become your own wise leader. So become this own wise leader. Connect to your own true light. Connect to your inner star. Because once you do, this devil that got created and has been blocking your future, has been blocking your relationships, has been blocking your success, these institutionalized beliefs, the responsibilities set on you by someone else, fictional fears set on you by someone else, or boundaries, limitations of professions, growth in those professions set by someone else, would all seem an illusion, would all seem moot, pointless. The relationships, the opportunities you're looking forward towards, they will come along, but for you to be able to see them, perceive them, and able to go explore them, you need to get connected to yourself. You need to stop believing in other fears. You need to stop believing in other people's misbelief, misguided judgments. Let go of their judgments. Let go of the restricting, stubborn beliefs that don't allow exploration, freedom of thought, or expression. Let go of any boundary set on your success and how it can be created. All of that is based on a system that got institutionalized to keep people in order. And that order is probably blocking your success. Believing in that order, and that order is required all the time, is blocking your success. So connect to your own wise leader. Connect to your own mind and heart. And follow your own light. Be your own star. To conclude this general reading, the institutionalized beliefs, the blockades, the boundaries set on your professional growth, on your ability to make success and how to create that success, the fears, the nightmares, the deceptions that keep you stuck in the past way of creating abundance for yourself, boundaries set by other on you, boundaries set by yourself based on your own fears and failures, a boundary set by conditions around you that you cannot grow beyond a certain limit. All of that is a false illusion. It's a devil that got created, and now you're living that devil. The devil has to be released, the bondage has to be released. Believe in your achievements that you have already achieved, believe in the achievements coming along the way. You have invested a lot in your expertise, and you have to believe that your skills and your expertise is extremely valuable. For you to be able to perceive all the opportunities, relationship, love, experiences that you're hoping for, Connect to your mind and heart, become your own wise leader. Connect to your own inner compass and follow your own light, become your own star. I hope this general reading helped you, and if it resonated with you, there's an extended to it. In the extended, I would look more at the current overall energy, on how you're feeling in the moment, and how to balance this emotional instability, or how to balance our light, how to connect to it. You look at messages from the oracle on how to break past this devil and the timing behind when these opportunities would come along. So all of that we will look in the extended. If you would like to join me in the extended, the link for that is below in the description box. Thank you for joining me here, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have an amazing week. Bye.